What if you could build something once, and it paid you for the rest of your life? Listen carefully, because this is the part most people never understand. Wealth is not built by working harder. Wealth is built by building assets. Assets that earn while you sleep. Assets that grow while you rest. Assets that make you free. And in this audiobook, I'm going to break open the exact mindset, the exact habits, and the exact systems that separate lifetime earners from lifetime workers. Today is the day you stop trading hours and start building assets that pay you forever. Listen closely, because this is the chapter that confronts the lie you've been told your entire life. The lie that says work harder and you'll get ahead. The lie that says loyalty to a job is the path to safety. The lie that says income comes from effort, not ownership. But you're here to break that lie. You're here to step out of the cycle that drains millions. You're here to understand the truth. Work is temporary. Assets are permanent. Say that again in your mind. Work is temporary. Assets are permanent. You trade your time. You get a paycheck. The next week, you trade the same time again. And again. And again. Until your back gives out, or your time runs out. That's the trap. That's the treadmill. That's the earn and repeat loop that keeps people working for 40 years with nothing to show except bills, fear, and a retirement that depends on how long they can delay getting sick. And here's the truth you came to hear. You can escape the trap. But escaping starts with a choice. You have a choice. You can keep working for money, or you can start building what money works for. That's the mantra of this chapter. Say it slowly in your mind. Stop working for money. Start building what money works for. Because the world rewards builders, not just workers. The world rewards ownership, not effort. The world rewards the person who builds the machine, not the person who keeps the machine running. Let me show you what I mean. You've seen this story play out. Everyone has. Someone works 30 years in one job. Never missed a day. Never questioned the rules. Never asked for more. They gave everything, time, energy, health. And one day the job ends. And so does the income. Instantly. Because here's what most people don't realize. When you rely on work alone, your income dies the moment you stop. Your effort stops, your paycheck stops. Your time stops, your life slows down. That's the danger of effort-based income. Effort-based income is fragile. Effort-based income is temporary. Effort-based income is a trap. But nobody told you that growing up. They told you to get a job, not build an asset. They told you to save money, not multiply it. They told you to stay safe, not build freedom. But safety is an illusion when everything depends on you showing up every day just to survive. There is no safety in dependence. There is no freedom in trading your life for a paycheck. There is no future in relying on work that stops the moment you rest. And that's why this chapter exists. To open your eyes to the shift you must make. A shift from effort to ownership. From hours to assets. From survival to leverage. You have a choice. Most people complicate the word asset. They think it's something only investors understand. They think it's some technical financial thing that's out of reach. But I want to make it crystal clear. Simple, concrete, obvious. An asset is something that pays you after you've built it. Read that again. An asset pays you after you've built it. It continues to work even when you don't. A YouTube video is an asset. A book is an asset. A rental property is an asset. A digital product is an asset. The stock that pays dividends is an asset. The system that generates income is an asset. A business that runs without you is an asset. Meanwhile, your job, your overtime, your extra hours, your secure salary, those are not assets. Because they stop when you stop. That's the key. That's the difference. That's the entire shift this audiobook exists to teach you. Work creates income once. Assets create income repeatedly. Work pays you for effort. Assets pay you for ownership. Work ends. Assets continue. You have a choice. Let's go deeper. Why do most people stay stuck in work mode forever? Why do most people cling to the paycheck even when it traps them? Because building assets requires something uncomfortable. It requires long-term thinking. It requires delayed gratification. It requires discipline. And most importantly, it requires breaking the emotional addiction to security. People say they want freedom, but they worship security. They fear risk. They fear starting small. They fear embarrassment. They fear judgment. And here's the painful truth. You don't need their permission. You don't need their approval. You don't need their understanding. You only need discipline. Not perfection. Not brilliance. Not luck. Discipline. It's not about fear. It's about consistency. It's not about comparison. It's about ownership. It's not about what you earn today. It's about what you build for tomorrow. You have a choice. Let me give you a simple example. Two people, same job, same salary, same number of hours, same opportunities. Person A spends everything they earn. Person A buys comfort. Person A buys distractions. Person A believes a good month means a reward. Person A believes saving a little is enough. Person B does something different. Person B sets aside time to build. Person B creates a digital product. Person B starts investing early. Person B builds a small side system that grows in the background. Person B isn't working harder, just smarter. Person B builds assets. Fast forward 5 years. Person A is in the same place. Still working. Still depending. Still trapped. Person B? Person B now has assets paying them monthly. Person B now has leverage. Person B now has freedom. Not because of luck. Because of discipline. Because of ownership. Because of one choice repeated every day. Stop working for money. Start building what money works for. Let's turn this into action. Real, concrete instruction. Because theory means nothing until you act. Here's what you need to do starting today. 1. Choose one asset building path. Just one. Digital, financial, skill-based, real estate. Pick one lane and master it. 2. Build for 1 hour a day. 1 hour of construction beats 8 hours of consumption. You don't need more time. You need more priority. 3. Set a weekly asset goal. 1 chapter, 1 video, 1 investment, 1 system, 1 repeatable action that compounds. 4. Protect your energy. Stop giving your best energy to everyone else and leaving nothing for your own future. Your asset must be your priority, not your afterthought. 5. Repeat. Constantly. Consistently. Relentlessly. Because consistency is what turns effort into ownership. That's the key. You have a choice. You've spent your life being trained to work. Now you are learning to build. You're shifting from temporary income to permanent value, from effort to ownership, from dependence to freedom. This is the foundation. This is the beginning. This is the mindset that will shape every other chapter. Remember this. Work ends. Assets don't. Build what pays you forever. You now understand the difference. You now understand the path. You now understand the truth. You mastered the first shift. Now it's time for the second. Stop everything for a moment. Take a breath. Because what I'm about to tell you will challenge everything you've been taught about success, about money, about security. Here's the truth. Your time is not your wealth. Your time is your limit. Your assets are your wealth. Say it again in your mind. Let it sink in. Your time is limited. Your assets are unlimited. Most people never understand this. Most people spend their entire life defending their time instead of multiplying their assets. Most people cling to time like it's a treasure, when really, time is a countdown. And the people who win, the people who build something that pays them forever, they understand one thing. Time cannot scale. Assets can. That's the key. That's the shift. That's the truth that separates financial freedom from financial dependence. You have a choice. Let's break this down. Time is fragile. Time is unpredictable. Time is emotional. Time is easily wasted, easily stolen, easily drained. Your time depends on your health. Your time depends on your energy. Your time depends on circumstances you cannot control. But assets? Assets don't get tired. Assets don't get sick. Assets don't need days off, sick leaves, or motivation. Assets don't complain. Assets don't procrastinate. Assets don't run out of energy. Assets keep going. Assets keep working. Assets keep producing. Even when you're resting. Even when you're sleeping. Even when you're not trying. That's the difference. That's the truth. That's the power. But most people don't use this power, because they've been conditioned, trained, to believe the opposite. They believe wealth comes from hours. They believe wealth comes from constant grinding. They believe wealth comes from doing more and more and more. But working more hours doesn't create wealth. Working more hours just creates exhaustion. Real wealth comes from one thing: building assets that multiply without you. You have a choice. Let's talk about the trap that keeps millions stuck. I call it the time trap cycle. Here's how it works. Step 1. You trade your time for money. Step 2. You spend the money to relieve the stress of trading your time. Step 3. You run out of money, so you trade even more time. Step 4. You repeat this cycle for years or decades or an entire life. Let me make this painfully real. You work. You get paid. You're exhausted. So you buy comfort, food, entertainment, random distractions. Then you realize you've spent too much. So you go back to work. More hours. More stress. More dependency. This is the trap. This is the loop. This is the cycle that keeps people living paycheck to paycheck even when they earn well. This is why high earners still stay broke. This is why people with degrees, positions, respect, and experience still struggle. This is why people get to the end of their life and wonder where everything went. They ran out of time because they never built assets. Once again, protect your time by multiplying your assets. Say it again. Protect your time by multiplying your assets. That's the key. You have a choice. People love to say, time is money. But time is not money. Time is the fuel you burn to survive. Money is the resource you use to build assets. And assets are what create freedom. Because once your income is tied to time, your freedom disappears. You cannot have freedom when your income depends on your hours. You cannot have freedom when your money stops every time you stop. You cannot have freedom when your income dies the moment your energy drops. You want freedom? You want security? You want stability? Then stop relying on the one thing you cannot control, and start investing in the one thing you can control, assets. It's not about perfection. It's about discipline. It's not about having more time. It's about using time to build what lasts longer than you. That's the key. Look around in your own life. You know these people. Maybe you are one of these people. Example 1. The high-earning employee. They make good money, better than average, but they spend it all. New phone, new car, weekend outings, comfort, convenience. And every Monday, they have to start again. They earn well, but they remain trapped. Because they rely entirely on time. Example 2. The overworked freelancer. They doubled their clients, then doubled their stress, then doubled their hours. They believe they're self-employed, but really, they just built a busier job for themselves. They think they own their time, but their time owns them. Example 3. The hustler who never pauses. Always busy, always grinding, always moving, never building. Their energy is growing weaker. Their income is not. Because grinding without building is just running without direction. You have a choice. Let's bring this into action. Because awareness without action is just noise. Here are the steps to escape the time trap cycle. Step 1. Reclaim your highest value hour. Not all hours are equal. There's 1 hour in your day, where your mind is sharp, your energy is strong, and your discipline is highest. Use that hour to build assets. Not to scroll. Not to entertain yourself. Not to do chores. Your highest energy should be used to create your highest future. That's the key. Step 2. Convert one skill into one asset. Just one. One skill. One asset. Not 10 things. Not 50 goals. You don't need their permission to start. You don't need approval. You don't need applause. You need discipline. Turn your skills into something that lives outside your body. A product. A system. A template. A piece of content. An investment. Build what outlives your effort. Step 3. Create a weekly asset goal. You must build consistently. 1 hour a day. One asset piece a week. One improvement every 7 days. Because repetition builds momentum, and momentum builds freedom. Step 4. Protect your time like a fortress. Stop letting everyone steal your hours. Stop giving your future away to distractions, to people, to noise. Guard your time. Defend your time. Respect your time. Protect your time by multiplying your assets. That's the mantra. Repeat it as many times as it takes. Your time is not wealth. Your time is your limit. Your wealth comes from assets. Your security comes from assets. Your freedom comes from assets. Time runs out. Assets stack up. Time disappears. Assets compound. Time gets weaker. Assets get stronger. This chapter is your awakening. This chapter is your reminder. This chapter is your shift. Protect your time by multiplying your assets. Say it again. Protect your time by multiplying your assets. Now it's time to go even deeper. Because understanding time is one thing, but escaping the financial treadmill requires something more powerful. You mastered the truth about time. Now let's expose the enemy that keeps most people trapped. Look at your life honestly for a moment, because this chapter is about the cycle that steals more dreams than failure ever has. The cycle that keeps smart people broke. The cycle that keeps hardworking people trapped. The cycle that makes you feel like you're moving even while you're sinking. It's the earn, spend, repeat trap. Earn, spend, repeat. That's the loop. That's the pattern. That's the prison. And here's the truth. You can't build wealth inside a cycle designed to drain you. You have a choice. Stay trapped or break the loop permanently. Let's expose the trap from the inside. This is how it happens. You earn money, but not for wealth, not for growth, not for freedom. You earn to survive. You earn to catch up. You earn because you have to. Then what happens? The pressure builds. The stress builds. The fatigue builds. So you spend not because you need something, but because you need relief. Relief from pressure. Relief from exhaustion. Relief from the feeling that life is always one step ahead of you. And after spending, you feel guilt. You feel regret. You feel empty. So you earn again, not for progress, but to repair the damage of the last cycle. Earn, spend, repeat. That's the earn, spend, repeat trap. And here's the line you must remember. If it doesn't grow you, it owns you. Say it again. If it doesn't grow you, it owns you. That's the key. You don't even notice the trap. Because it feels normal. It looks normal. It sounds normal. Everyone you know is in it. Family, friends, coworkers, entire generations. They all live the same pattern. Work hard, get paid, spend most of it, start again. And because it's common, it feels correct. Because it's familiar, it feels safe. You have a choice. Listen to the world, or listen to the truth. And the truth is simple. Most people are not living. They're coping. Coping with debt. Coping with pressure. Coping with the trap. And you're here to break out. Let's get specific. Because the trap is not made of one big mistake. It's made of dozens of small, invisible drains. Drains you don't notice. Drains you don't question. Drains that feel harmless, but steal your future quietly. Let me show you. 1. Lifestyle creep. You get a raise. You upgrade your life. New phone. New subscriptions. better dining, better clothes. Not because you needed them, but because the world trained you to reward yourself instantly. And suddenly, your expenses expand to match your income. Every single time. Your lifestyle grew. Your stress grew. But your wealth? It didn't. Because lifestyle creep steals the money you should have used to build assets. If it doesn't grow you, it owns you. 2. Emotional spending. You're tired. You're overwhelmed. You've been stretched thin. And your brain tells you, you deserve something. Buy it. Feel better. And for a moment you do feel better. But minutes later, the pressure returns. Because emotional spending gives comfort, not progress. It gives relief, not freedom. Remember, if it doesn't grow you, it owns you. 3. Subscription overload and digital drains. 10 apps. 5 entertainment sites. Multiple monthly charges you barely notice. Each one tiny. Each one convenient. Each one unnecessary. Individually small. Collectively massive. You aren't buying services. You're buying excuses. Excuses that keep you trapped in the earn, spend, repeat cycle. If it doesn't grow you, it owns you. Here's the dangerous part. The earn, spend, repeat cycle tricks your brain into believing you're progressing. You're working. You're earning. You're paying bills. You're surviving. You're functioning. It feels like movement. It feels like stability. It feels like adulthood. But what you're really doing is running on a treadmill. You're in motion, but not moving forward. Survival is not progress. Survival is not wealth. Survival is not freedom. And here's the moment you must face. You can't escape a trap you refuse to admit exists. You have a choice. If all you do with money is spend it, you will stay trapped forever. You cannot outrun expenses. You cannot outrun lifestyle creep. You cannot outrun emotional spending. You cannot outrun a system designed to drain you from the inside. No income is high enough to escape mindless spending. No salary is strong enough to survive endless consumption. Wealth doesn't come from earning more. Wealth comes from building more. Because assets, not income, break the cycle. Assets protect you. Assets pay you. Assets multiply your effort. Assets free your future. That's the key. Let's talk about the transformation you must make. You must shift from spending for relief to spending for freedom. Relief is temporary. Freedom is permanent. Relief numbs the pain. Freedom ends the pain. Relief makes you feel good now. Freedom makes you feel powerful forever. And this shift begins with one question. Does this grow me, or does it own me? If it grows you, keep it. If it owns you, cut it. You don't need their permission. You don't need validation. You don't need approval. You need discipline. It's not about being perfect. It's about being intentional. You have a choice. Let's turn this into action. Concrete. Simple. Non-negotiable. Step 1. Track every expense for 7 days. Not to shame yourself. To wake yourself up. Awareness is power. You cannot break a cycle you cannot see. That's the key. Step 2. Identify every item that doesn't grow you. Look at your expenses and ask, does this grow me or own me? Anything that doesn't grow you is stealing you. Quietly, consistently, dangerously. Cut it. Step 3. Redirect the savings to an asset path immediately. Not next week. Not someday. Immediately. Money removed from the trap must be directed toward freedom. Otherwise, it will find its way back into consumption. Use it to invest. Use it to build. Use it to create something that pays you later. Step 4. Build a relief-free life. You can't depend on purchases to fix emotions. You must build habits that reduce stress without spending. Journal. Meditate. Learn. Your future deserves more than emotional spending. Remember, if it doesn't grow you, it owns you. You now understand the trap. You now see the invisible drains. You now see why the cycle feels normal, yet destroys lives quietly. The earn, spend, repeat trap is not just financial. It's psychological. It's emotional. It's generational. And escaping it is the moment your life begins to change. Because once you stop spending for relief and start spending for growth, your entire future shifts. If it doesn't grow you, it owns you. Say it again. If it doesn't grow you, it owns you. You've broken the illusion. You've seen the truth. You've taken the first step toward a new financial reality. Now it's time to build the foundation that makes real freedom possible. You escaped the trap. Now let's talk about the architecture of wealth. Listen carefully, because this chapter will decide whether you stay broke or you finally break through. Most people never become wealthy because they don't understand a simple truth. Every purchase is a seed. Some grow you, some choke you. That's the key. Money is not just money. Money is a builder. Money is a multiplier. Money becomes whatever you direct it to become. You have a choice. You can build money machines, or you can buy money burdens. And most people, yes, most people, spend their entire lives collecting burdens disguised as rewards. A new car, a new phone, a new trend, a shiny thing that makes them feel successful, while silently draining the life out of their financial future. But you're here because you want more. You're here because you're done being drained. You're here because you want to build something that pays you, not something you keep paying for. Let's break this down with brutal clarity. A money machine feeds you. A burden eats you. A machine produces income. A burden consumes income. A machine grows your options. A burden shrinks your options. You don't need their permission to start building machines. You just need discipline. Because it's not about desire, it's about discipline. Everyone desires wealth, but only disciplined people build it. Let's talk about what burdens actually look like. They're not obvious. They hide in plain sight. They look like upgrades. They look like celebrations. They look like, I deserve this. A bigger car loan. A second phone. A subscription you don't even remember signing up for. A lifestyle increase that traps you without you even noticing. Every purchase is a seed. Some grow you, some choke you. Repeat that until it sinks into your bones. Because here's the truth. The wealthy don't avoid spending because they're cheap. They avoid spending because they know the price of a burden is not the payment. It's the freedom you lose. You want to be wealthy? Stop buying liabilities disguised as assets. Start building assets disguised as small, simple beginnings. Let's expose one more trap. People tell themselves, this expensive thing will make me more productive. But it won't. Not if you're buying motivation instead of discipline. A $30 phone can record a video. A $2,000 setup doesn't make you a creator. Your discipline does. Your consistency does. You have a choice. Buy the illusion or build the foundation. Don't confuse comfort with growth. Don't confuse an upgrade with progress. Every purchase is a seed. Some grow you, some choke you. You don't build wealth by making massive leaps. You build wealth by planting small, simple, repeatable seeds. Let me show you the truth. A money machine can be tiny. A money machine can be digital. A money machine can be slow at first, but it grows. It compounds. It multiplies. You have to rewire your mindset. Assets are not big. Assets are consistent. Let me give you real-world examples. Simple, accessible, scalable. This is one of the most powerful income engines today. You create something once. It sells forever. You write an ebook. You build a template. You make a course. You record a guided routine. You design a printable. One-time work. Lifetime returns. It doesn't ask for time. It doesn't depend on mood. It doesn't vanish when you sleep. You don't need permission. You need discipline. Because it's not about perfection. It's about production. That's the key. Money machine number 2, rentals. No, not real estate only. That's the old way of thinking. Rentals can be digital. Rentals can be physical. Rentals can be fractional. Renting camera gear. Renting props. renting tools, renting storage, renting parking, renting software access legally, renting digital assets, stock videos, B-roll, background tracks. One purchase, multiple returns. That's how a machine works. Every purchase is a seed. Some grow you, some choke you. Most people own things that rust, expire, or lose value the moment they buy them. Wealthy people own shares of machines that never sleep. You buy a stock, and the company works for you. You buy an index fund, and thousands of businesses work for you. You buy a dividend stock, and you get paid simply because you exist. You don't need to be rich to buy shares. You need discipline, because it's not about income. It's about intention. This is the trap. People build one small income stream. Then they immediately celebrate with a liability. They earn their first side income of $2,000. Then they reward themselves with a $4,000 purchase. That's not growth. That's sabotage. You have a choice. You either let your first income stream grow, or you kill it before it matures. If it doesn't grow you, it owns you. A burden owns you. A machine grows you. Start seeing the world in that clarity. Everything you touch is either a machine or a drain. This is your new ritual. Before buying anything, ask, 1. Will this grow me or choke me? If it doesn't grow you, it owns you. 2. Will this pay me or make me pay? A machine pays you. A burden makes you pay forever. 3. Will this increase my freedom or decrease it? Wealth is freedom. Liabilities destroy freedom silently. You must train your mind to evaluate purchases like a builder, not a consumer. Because consumers stay trapped. Builders get free. You're not here to survive. You're here to build. So build. Build small. Build consistently. Build quietly. You don't need applause. You don't need validation. You don't need permission. You need discipline. Because it's not about status. It's about strategy. Every purchase is a seed. Some grow you, some choke you. The wealthy understand this deeply. The broke ignore it entirely. You have a choice. Now choose. A money machine doesn't require brilliance. It requires boldness. Start with one small engine, one template, one rental, one content asset, one digital resource, one system that grows even when you don't touch it. You build it once. It pays you forever. This chapter is simple. Stop buying burdens. Start building machines. Because every purchase is a seed. Some grow you, some choke you. Let your next purchase be a seed that grows you. You have a choice. You now understand what assets really are. Machines that work while you rest. Now it's time to confront the most dangerous force destroying your wealth from the inside. Your impulses. Listen carefully, because this chapter is not about theory. It's about you, your skills, your talent, your potential that you've been wasting for years without even realizing it. And I'm going to say the hard truth. Your skills are wasted if they die inside you. Turn them into something that lives outside you. That's the key. Most people carry skills they never use. They carry knowledge they never teach. They carry experience they never monetize. And then they wonder why their life doesn't change. Your skills were not given to you to stay trapped inside your mind. They were meant to become assets. They were meant to become tools. They were meant to become systems that outlive your effort. You have a choice. You can keep working alone, or you can build something that works with you, for you, and beyond you. Today, you learn how. Skills alone don't make you wealthy. Skills must multiply. Skills must scale. Skills must be converted into things that can be used again and again without you being present every time. A skill that requires you to show up? That's a job. A skill that works without you showing up? That's an asset. And that's the shift you must make if you want wealth. You don't need more talent. You need more transformation. Because it's not about talent. It's about discipline. Discipline to create. Discipline to package. Discipline to publish. Discipline to launch. You don't need their permission. You need commitment. You do. You absolutely do. You just undervalue it because you've lived with it for too long. Let me tell you something powerful. The world pays for what comes naturally to you. Think about that. Someone's skill is analyzing data. Someone's skill is explaining complex ideas simply. Someone's skill is cooking. Someone's skill is writing. Someone's skill is organizing. Someone's skill is calming people. Someone's skill is reviewing products. Someone's skill is making people laugh. The person across the world pays for the exact thing you take for granted. You just haven't packaged it. You haven't scaled it. You haven't given it a form outside your body. Your skills are wasted if they die inside you. Turn them into something that lives outside you. Let's be very clear. Some skills are naturally scalable. Some skills become scalable only when you create assets around them. Here's the truth. Almost any skill can be turned into a digital asset, a repeatable asset, a resellable asset, a teachable asset, a transferable asset. Here are examples. 1. Writing ebooks, scripts, templates, newsletters. You write once. It sells forever. That's the scalable asset. 2. Teaching online courses, mini lessons, workshops, membership communities. You teach once. People learn for years. That's the scalable asset. 3. Coding tools, automations, SaaS mini products, plugins, scripts. You build once. It works forever. That's the scalable asset. 4. Reviewing niche channels, affiliate catalogs, comparison guides. You review once. The content earns repeatedly. That's the scalable asset. 5. Speaking audiobooks, motivational tracks, guided routines. You speak once. Your voice earns while you sleep. That's the scalable asset. The skill is the seed. The asset is the tree. You have a choice. Keep planting seeds that die instantly, or build a forest that keeps producing for years. Let me give you real examples. People with nothing special except discipline. The teacher who built a library of simple one-page worksheets. She uploaded them online. Thousands purchased them. She built a small empire of digital resources. Now her worksheets earn more than her job. Because she turned her skill into something that lives outside her. The developer who built a tiny automation script. Just one simple tool. It solved one tiny problem. People downloaded it in thousands. He earned even when he had no idea people were using it. That's the key. The reviewer who recorded honest product reviews on a basic phone. People trusted the simplicity. He posted consistently. His affiliate income became a machine. He didn't upgrade equipment. He upgraded discipline. The writer who packaged her notes into a beginner's guide. Simple, but direct. She priced it affordably. Thousands bought it because it saved them time. Your skill does not need to be impressive. It needs to be useful. It needs to be packaged. It needs to be repeated without requiring you every time. Your skills are wasted if they die inside you. Turn them into something that lives outside you. Before you turn your skill into an asset, ask. 1. What do people always ask me for help with? That's a skill with demand. 2. What do I do easily that others find difficult? That's a skill with leverage. 3. What can I create once that people will want repeatedly? That's a skill with scale. These 3 questions reveal your hidden opportunities. They reveal what you already have but never used. They reveal your wealth. You don't lack skills. You lack packaging. You lack systems. You lack the discipline to turn natural ability into structured value. This is how wealth is built now. Step 1. Identify the skill. What can you teach? What can you create? What can you demonstrate? Step 2. Extract the results. What outcome does your skill produce? People don't pay for skill. They pay for results. Step 3. Package the value. Ebook, template, script, course, video. Good. Step 4. Publish it publicly. Put it in the world. Let people access it. Let it travel without you. Step 5. Repeat. Because scalable assets are not built once. They are built consistently, one small brick at a time. This is the path. This is your turning point. This is how your wealth begins. Let me say this bluntly. Most people never turn their skills into assets because they are afraid. Afraid of judgment. Afraid of failure. Afraid of being seen. But here's the reality. Nobody's watching. Nobody's waiting to criticize you. People are too busy with their own lives. You don't need their permission. You never did. You only needed your own decision. Fear kills assets before they're born. Discipline creates assets even in fear. It's not about confidence. It's about consistency. That's the key. Say this out loud. My skills are not meant to stay inside me. Because they aren't. Your skills are seeds. Your job is to plant them into the world. Turn your writing into a product. Turn your teaching into lessons. Turn your analysis into guides. Turn your voice into audio. Turn your creativity into templates. Turn your knowledge into examples. Turn your experience into shortcuts. You build it once. It pays you forever. You have a choice. Be a worker or be a builder. You now know how to turn your skills into assets that live outside you. Now it's time to protect those assets from the biggest enemy of wealth, your own behavior. Let's be honest. You're tired. Tired of starting over. Tired of relying on motivation. Tired of pushing yourself with sheer force. Tired of doing everything manually. And I'm going to tell you the uncomfortable truth. You're tired because you're doing life the hard way. You're tired because you're trying to win with intensity instead of consistency. You're tired because you're using effort instead of systems. But here's the reality you must understand. Systems don't get tired. Systems don't burn out. Systems don't quit. Systems don't negotiate. They work. Every day. Every hour. Every minute. Whether you feel like it or not. And this is why the wealthy win. They don't rely on motivation. They rely on systems. Say this clearly. Build the system once. Let the system build me forever. That's the key. Most people think their life will change when they get more energy, more motivation, more willpower. That's not true. Your life changes when you build systems that don't require motivation. Because motivation is a mood. But systems are machinery. One is emotional. The other is engineered. It's not about motivation. It's about discipline. And discipline builds systems. You have a choice. You can keep waking up every morning feeling behind. Or you can build automated engines that carry you forward even when you stop. Wealth is not built by trying harder. Wealth is built by designing infrastructure. Let me repeat that. Wealth is built by designing infrastructure. The people who stay stuck do everything manually. The people who move forward automate everything possible. That's the difference. That's the divide. That's the truth. A system is anything that removes manual effort, decision fatigue, and emotional inconsistency from your life. A system is a rule. The system is a structure. A system is a template. A system is an automation. A system is a schedule. A system is a default decision. Systems save time. Systems save energy. Systems save discipline. Let me give you examples. Most people make financial decisions emotionally, and emotion destroys wealth. That's why financial systems exist. Auto investing. You invest every month automatically. No guessing. Auto saving. A fixed amount leaves your account before you touch it. Auto bill pay. No late fees. No stress. No clutter. Auto budgeting. Your spending categories reset themselves. These are not small things. These are life-changing things. Because when money becomes automatic, wealth becomes inevitable. You don't need discipline to invest if your bank does it for you. You don't need willpower to save if your system saves before you spend. Build the system once. Let the system build you forever. If you're a creator, a teacher, a coach, an entrepreneur, listen carefully. You burn out because you manually create everything. Every idea, every post, every description, every upload, every email. But creators who survive? Creators who grow? Creators who scale? They automate. They batch create. They schedule content weeks in advance. They use templates for scripts, descriptions, thumbnails, captions. They use tools to edit, deploy, analyze. The most successful creators don't hustle harder. They automate better. That's the key. When creation becomes a system, not a struggle, your output becomes consistent. And consistency compounds. Your personal life must be systemized as well. But because your mental energy is limited, your decision-making power is limited, your focus is limited. If you waste your decisions on small tasks, you'll have none left for big ones. Here are simple life systems: the fixed morning routine, a fixed wake-up time, the fixed meal structure, the fixed workout schedule, a fixed weekly review, the fixed workspace layout, a fixed calendar for deep work. This is not about rigidity. This is about clarity. And clarity creates freedom. When your life runs on systems, your mind becomes free for creativity, strategy, and growth. You don't need anyone's permission to simplify your life. You just need the discipline to stop complicating it. You learned in the last chapter that skills become assets. But skills also need systems. Because if you rely on inspiration to use your skill, you won't create consistently. If you rely on energy, you won't show up regularly. If you rely on motivation, you won't last long. You need systems that turn skill into predictable output. For example, writers use writing prompts, templates, editing checklists. Teachers use structured lesson plans, modules, and flowcharts. Reviewers use comparison frameworks and scoring systems. Programmers use code libraries and automation tools. Traders use entry and exit rules. Speakers use outlines and frameworks. Do you see the pattern? Skills become scalable only when they are systemized. Because systems remove hesitation. Systems remove burnout. Systems remove doubt. You have a choice. Be someone who tries, or someone who builds systems that always deliver. This is the hidden one. The one nobody talks about. The one that destroys more progress than anything else. You must have emotional systems. Rules for handling stress. Rules for handling fear. Rules for handling uncertainty. Rules for handling failure. Because if you rely on emotion, you quit. If you rely on systems, you continue. Here's an emotional system. If I feel overwhelmed, I don't stop, I simplify. Here's another. If I feel fear, I take one small action. Another. If I feel lost, I return to the plan. Systems give you direction when your mind loses clarity. Systems save you from your weaker self. It's not about mood. It's about discipline. That's the key. Let me explain why systems win. Intensity is temporary. Intensity burns hot. Intensity fades. Intensity belongs to emotion. Systems last. Systems remain. Systems carry you forward. When you rely on intensity, you start strong and quit early. When you rely on systems, you start small and win big. Consistency beats intensity. Automation beats effort. Systems beat struggle. That's why your life must run on systems. Because your effort alone is not enough. It never will be. But your systems? They can last longer than your energy. Longer than your motivation. Longer than your fear. Longer than you. Build the system once. Let the system build you forever. Here is what you must do now. Identify 5 repetitive tasks in your life. Automate at least 2 of them. Systemize the other 3. Create templates for anything you repeat weekly. Create a schedule that removes decisions. Use tools that reduce your workload. Standardize your personal routines. Batch create anything you produce. Do this for 30 days. And watch how your output doubles. Watch how your time expands. Watch how your stress shrinks. Watch how your wealth starts to grow. Your transformation begins when your systems take over. You build the engine. The engine builds you. Say it again. Build the system once. Let the system build me forever. Because this is how wealth is built in the real world. Through structure, through automation, through discipline, through systems. You can keep doing everything manually, or you can build machines that never get tired. You have a choice. Choose the path that frees you. Choose the path that multiplies you. Choose the path that makes you unstoppable. You've learned how to let systems work for you. Now it's time to understand the deepest truth of wealth. Money doesn't flow to effort. Money flows to ownership. Listen carefully. This chapter is not about motivation. It's about mechanics. It's about how wealth actually moves in the real world. And here's the truth most people avoid because it hurts their ego. Effort pays the bills. Ownership builds the future. Say it again in your mind. Let it hit you where it needs to. What you own pays you. What you rent drains you. That's the key. Most people live their entire lives misunderstanding this single principle. They work harder, faster, longer, but they don't get wealthier. They confuse motion with leverage. They confuse activity with progress. They confuse earning with ownership. And that's the trap. Because no matter how much effort you give, effort resets every morning. Ownership doesn't. You have a choice. You can continue exchanging hours for money, or you can start acquiring pieces of things that pay you while you sleep, rest, or step away. You don't need their permission. You don't need some perfect starting point. You need the discipline to switch focus from working harder to owning smarter. The harsh truth: employees create value, owners capture it. Look around at any company, any platform, any business. Employees are doing the work. Owners are getting rich. That's not unfair. That's the system. You can fight the system emotionally, or you can learn the system strategically. You have a choice. You see this everywhere. Employees write the code. Owners own the code. Employees create the product. Owners own the product. Employees bring the customers. Owners own the rights to the customer base. And here's the tough love truth. If you don't own the thing you're building, you're just renting your time inside someone else's empire. And time is the most expensive rent you will ever pay. Because once it's gone, you don't get it back. That's the key. Ownership has many forms. You must choose one. People hear ownership and think only about real estate or businesses. That's limited thinking. Ownership can be equity, royalties, digital rights, licenses, stocks, patents, content rights, brands, audience platforms, tools you build once and sell forever. Ownership is any structure where the work happens one time but the money keeps returning. That's the key. Because effort dies after you stop working. Ownership lives after you stop showing up. You have a choice. You can rebuild your income every month. Or you can build something once and let it pay you every month. What you own pays you. What you rent drains you. Say it again. Let it become part of you. The illusion of hard work. People say, I work so hard. I deserve wealth. But wealth doesn't care about how hard you work. Wealth responds to structure, not emotion. It responds to compounding, licensing, the use, multiplication, automation, the scalability. You're trying to win a strategy game using raw intensity. It doesn't work. Because in the money game, effort is linear. Ownership is exponential. It multiplies without your permission. It compounds without your presence. That's why those who understand ownership build wealth quietly, consistently, relentlessly, while everyone else is still chasing the next paycheck. You have a choice. Stop chasing. Start owning. Real-world examples, effort versus ownership. Let's make it real. Example 1. The designer. A graphic designer sells a logo for $50. Good effort. But the moment the file is delivered, the income stops. Another designer builds a template pack, sells it online, and earns every month, even while sleeping. One trades time. The other owns a digital asset. What you own pays you. What you rent drains you. Example 2. The teacher. A tutor earns $20 an hour. But once the hour ends, the income ends. Another tutor creates a course once, uploads it once, and gets paid every time someone enrolls. One works, the other owns. That's the key. Example 3. The employee versus shareholder. An employee works for the company. A shareholder owns part of the company. Guess who gets paid first? Guess who gets paid even when they're not working? Guess who gets paid even after the employee quits? Ownership wins every time. The psychology of ownership. You've been conditioned to think ownership is only for the rich. That's a lie. Ownership begins with $1 invested. Ownership begins with one downloadable asset created. Ownership begins with one audience built. Ownership begins with one tool developed. Ownership begins the moment you stop asking, "How much can I earn this week?" and start asking, "How much can I own this year?" You have a choice. It's not about your background. It's about your discipline. It's not about your circumstances. It's about your direction. It's not about working harder. It's about building smarter. That's the key. The 4 types of ownership you must start building. You don't need all at once. You just need one to begin. Here are the 4 foundational ownership categories. 1. Financial ownership, stocks, index funds, dividends. You buy a share once. It pays you for years. You're not trading time. You're owning a piece of a system much bigger than you. 2. Digital ownership, courses, ebooks, templates, apps. This is the easiest way to start. Zero gatekeeping. Zero permission. Create value once. Sell it forever. Your skills stop dying inside you. They start living outside you. 3. Audience ownership, YouTube, email lists, blogs, communities. Owning an audience is owning distribution. Distribution prints money. You don't need viral success. You need consistent presence. That's the key. 4. Business ownership, small, simple, automated. You don't need a big business. You need a repeatable machine that works. People fail because they complicate everything. But money likes simple systems and clear ownership. The discipline to say no. Ownership requires delayed gratification. And this is where most people lose. They choose the quick dopamine hit instead of the long-term build. They rent lifestyles they can't afford. They rent comfort. They rent entertainment. They rent validation. And it drains them. What you own pays you. What you rent drains you. You have a choice. Start choosing the things that grow you. Transformation. What you must do starting today. Here's your blueprint. Simple. Direct. Zero excuses. 1. Identify one skill. Turn it into one digital asset. One ebook. One tutorial. One template. One guide. One course. Build it once. 2. Set up one auto-investing system. $10 is enough. $50 is enough. Consistency beats intensity. 3. Build one small audience. Slowly, patiently. You don't need millions. You need ownership. 4. Stop buying liabilities disguised as treats. If it doesn't grow you, it owns you. If it doesn't pay you, it drains you. You have a choice. That's the key. Closing. Ownership is freedom. At the end of your life, no one will ask how hard you worked. They will ask what you built, what you created, what you left behind, what lived beyond you. Effort ends with you. Ownership outlives you. Remember the truth of this chapter. What you own pays you. What you rent drains you. You mastered the concept of ownership. Now, let's unlock the mindset that controls everything else. You've been taught to add hours, add tasks, add effort, add stress. But addition is a slow game, a small game, a survival game. Wealth doesn't come from addition. Wealth comes from multiplication. Say that again. Wealth comes from multiplication. That's the key. That's what the wealthy understand and the exhausted ignore. And here's the truth you must accept. If you keep living in addition, you will always run out of time. If you learn multiplication, you will run out of limits. You have a choice. Multipliers versus adders. Look at your life right now. Most of what you do produces one result for one moment in one direction. That's addition. Linear, fragile, unsustainable. Multipliers build things that duplicate themselves. Systems that grow without supervision. Assets that return value again and again. Addition depends on your energy. Multiplication depends on your structure. Addition burns you out. Multiplication builds you up. You don't need their permission to switch categories. You need discipline. You need perspective. You need to stop confusing hard work with smart leverage. It's not about your lack of time. It's about your lack of multiplication. That's the key. The multiplying effect. Why it beats everything else. There are three forces that the wealthy rely on. Compounding, replication, network effects. These aren't theories. They're the engines that turn ordinary people into extraordinary builders. Let's break them down. 1. Compounding. Compounding doesn't reward speed. It rewards consistency. Compounding grows silently, slowly, invisible at first, unstoppable later. It applies to money. It applies to skills. It applies to reputation. It applies to content. The earlier you build something that compounds, the earlier your life accelerates. Not because you worked harder, but because the work multiplied itself. You have a choice. Plant the seed today, or keep waiting for a perfect moment that never arrives. 2. Replication. Digital tools changed everything. You can now create one thing and distribute it infinitely. One ebook can reach 1,000 people. One course can sell 100 times. One YouTube video can bring income every day for years. One tool can serve thousands of users. This is multiplication in its purest form. One action, unlimited scale. One asset can pay you 10 times. 10 assets can pay you 100 times. That's not poetic. That's mathematics. That's leverage. That's the key. 3. Network effects. When something grows because people share it, use it, and connect through it, that's a network effect. Creators use it. Investors use it. Businesses use it. A small audience becomes a large audience. A useful tool becomes an essential tool. A good idea becomes a movement. And all of it grows because multiplication did the heavy lifting. You have a choice. Keep shouting into the void alone. Or build something that grows because the world shares it for you. Why people fail to multiply? The truth is simple. Most people don't multiply because they are addicted to the speed of addition. Addition gives you a dopamine hit. Multiplication gives you a future. Addition gives immediate results. Multiplication gives exponential results. Addition feels productive. Multiplication is productive. Addition is emotional. Multiplication is strategic. You don't need their permission to shift. You need discipline to delay gratification. It's not about laziness. It's about impatience. That's the key. Examples of real-world multipliers. Let's make this real. Let's look at people who turned one idea into many returns. The creator who multiplied content. One creator uploads a video. It earns a few dollars. Done. Another creator uploads the video, the short clip, the podcast repurpose, the blog version, then email summary, the downloadable resource. Same effort, different strategy. The content multiplies itself across platforms. One idea, 7 assets. One seed, 7 trees. That's multiplication. The investor who multiplied returns. An average person saves money, but it stays still. An investor puts money into dividends, compounding accounts, index funds, reinvested returns. Every dollar becomes a worker. Those workers produce more workers. One investment, unlimited generations. $1, many dollars. That's multiplication. The builder who multiplied tools. The programmer builds a script that automates a task. Useful once. Another programmer builds automations that hundreds of people can use. He licenses it. He sells it. He earns every month. One tool. Infinite users. One build. Endless income. That's multiplication. The teacher who multiplied knowledge. A teacher explains the same concept 100 times. Addition. Draining. Time-bound. A teacher records it once. Uploads it. Packages it. Sells it. Shares it. Repurposes it into a book. Turns it into a workshop. Turns it into an email series. One explanation. Multiple forms. Multiple incomes. That's multiplication. Your transformation. How to shift from adding to multiplying. Here's how you switch lanes. Direct. Practical. Zero fluff. 1. Build one thing that is reusable. A template. A script. A guide. A design pack. A tool. Something you build once but use repeatedly. That's the foundation of multiplication. 2. Turn your skills into replicable products. Not one-time services. Not one-time effort. You have a choice. Either your skill expires with every client, or it multiplies with every sale. 3. Set one compounding investment on autopilot. Let time do the heavy lifting. Let consistency do the work. Let patience create the outcome. You don't need their permission. You just need your decision. 4. Build one platform that grows with your presence. Email list. Newsletter. 4. One platform. Many uses. One audience. Many returns. 5. Eliminate everything that doesn't multiply. Drama doesn't multiply. Distractions don't multiply. Impulse purchases don't multiply. Jealousy doesn't multiply. If it doesn't grow you, it owns you. If it doesn't multiply you, it drains you. You must choose what feeds your future. You must stop asking, how can I earn more this month? Start asking, how can I multiply what I already know, already have, or can already create? It's not about intelligence. It's about discipline. It's not about luck. It's about structure. That's the key. Wealth is not about effort. It's not about hours. It's not about being busy. Wealth is about building machines of value that repeat the work without repeating the effort. Because one asset can pay you 10 times. 10 assets can pay you 100 times. And 100 assets can change your entire life. You have a choice. You can live by addition, or you can rise through multiplication. You've now learned the engine behind exponential success. You've learned why some people break through limits while others stay stuck in repetition. Multiplication is freedom. Multiplication is leverage. Multiplication is wealth. You mastered this lesson. Now, it's time for the mindset that protects all your progress. There is a truth most people ignore because it feels uncomfortable, almost painful. You don't rise because of what you add. You rise because of what you remove. Read that again. What you remove is just as important as what you build. Sometimes it's more important. You've been taught to chase more. More tasks. More responsibilities. More commitments. More distractions disguised as opportunities. But more is not the answer. More is the enemy. You have a choice. Keep carrying the weight that breaks you, or cut the weight that frees you. That's the key. Subtraction is the secret weapon of wealth. Everybody talks about building assets. Nobody talks about subtracting liabilities. Not financial liabilities, but life liabilities. The habits that drain you. The people who distract you. The emotions that derail you. The routines that waste you. The spending that poisons you. You cannot multiply your life when you are leaking from 100 holes. You cannot grow wealth when your energy is eaten by what gives you nothing in return. It's not about your lack of intelligence. It's about your lack of discipline to eliminate the unnecessary. Subtraction is discipline. Subtraction is clarity. Subtraction is leverage. You don't need their permission to remove what drains you. You need your decision. That's the key. Why you stay stuck. The drainers you refuse to let go. People stay stuck for one reason. They protect their drainers. They protect the habits that hold them back. They protect the entertainment that numbs them. They protect the relationships that distract them. They protect the purchases that impress no one. You can't build wealth with a leaking mindset. You can't build assets with a drowning focus. Let's name the biggest drainers. 1. Useless work that pretends to be important. You know exactly what this is. Busy work, fake productivity, tasks that keep you occupied but never move you forward. Scrolling disguised as research. Meetings disguised as planning. Talking disguised as progress. You are drowning in noise. Not because you lack time, but because you refuse to eliminate what steals it. You have a choice. Be busy or be free. 2. Emotional spending. Money doesn't disappear. It leaks. Every impulsive purchase. Every "I deserve this." Every emotional swipe of a card. Every small dopamine hit. These are not random moments. These are drains. You can't build assets if every paycheck is an apology to your impulses. It's not about being broke. It's about being undisciplined. That's the key. 3. People who cost you more than they support you. Some people drain your energy. Some drain your time. Some drain your belief. Some drain your focus. You can't grow around anchors. You can't rise surrounded by excuses. You can't elevate around people who love comfort more than progress. You don't need their permission to distance yourself. You need courage. You have a choice. Choose growth or choose the people who fear your growth. For bad habits that destroy momentum. Staying up late for no reason. Waking up with no plan. Living in reaction mode. Letting emotions dictate your day. Every bad habit has a cost. Every habit that drains you compounds downward. Every habit that weakens you delays your freedom. You can't build wealth with tired mornings and chaotic evenings. It's not about motivation. It's about discipline. The power of subtraction. Why less creates more. When you remove what drains you, something powerful happens. You create space. Space for focus. Space for clarity. Space for momentum. Minimalism is not about owning fewer things. Minimalism is about eliminating what steals your power. Because here's the truth. You grow faster when you carry less. Less noise. Less chaos. Less emotional weight. Less financial waste. Subtraction is not a setback. Subtraction is acceleration. You have a choice. Remain overloaded or become unstoppable. Double what pays you. Removing drainers is step 1. Now comes the second step. Double what pays you. And this doesn't only mean money. It means anything that pays you in return. The skills, knowledge, healthy routines, high-value relationships, systems, investments. If something grows you, feed it. If something builds you, strengthen it. If something pays you, double it. You don't need their permission to do more of what elevates you. You need consistency. That's the key. Double your skills that earn. If your writing earns, double it. If your teaching earns, double it. If your videos earn, double them. If your coding earns, double that output. If your reviews earn, double the volume. You are surrounded by skills you haven't fully used. Skills you've kept small. Skills you've forgotten to scale. One skill used fully can fund your future. One skill multiplied can change your life. You have a choice. Expand your strengths or keep feeding your weaknesses. Double your assets that grow. You created one digital product? Make 2. You started one income stream? Build the next. You made one investment? Add another. Compounding doesn't begin with big numbers. Compounding begins with doubling. And doubling begins with discipline. It's not about luck. It's about structure. Double the systems that save you time. A system that saves you 10 minutes today can save you hours every month. Hours you can use to build more assets. Hours you can use to multiply your freedom. If a template saves you energy, refine it. If automation saves you effort, expand it. If scheduling saves you stress, commit to it. Every system you strengthen becomes a silent worker in your life. A worker that builds even when you're tired. Build the system once. Let the system build you forever. Double the habits that create discipline. Early mornings. Focused hours. Clear routines. Consistent execution. These habits don't just pay you in productivity. They pay you in confidence. They pay you in stability. They pay you in identity. The more disciplined you become, the more wealth-ready you become. It's not about talent. It's about discipline. That's the key. Here's your step-by-step transformation. Direct. Simplified. Non-negotiable. 1. Write down the top 5 things that drain you. Not someday. Right now. You know exactly what they are. 2. Eliminate one today. Not next week. Not next month. Not after things calm down. Today. 3. Replace each drainer with a builder. Replace emotional spending with automated investing. Replace endless scrolling with focused creation. Replace chaotic routines with structured morning habits. Replace negative people with high-value learning. 4. Double the top 2 things that grow you. If something pays you, financially, mentally, emotionally, double it. Double your focus. Double your discipline. Double your output. You have a choice. Grow slower or grow smarter. Most people chase new opportunities. Few people optimize existing ones. You don't need 10 new ideas. You need 1 idea done with 10 times the discipline. You don't need 5 businesses. You need 1 asset strengthened, automated, and compounded. You don't need more complexity. You need more elimination. Because what you remove is just as important as what you build. And what you build is only as strong as what no longer drains you. Minimalism protects momentum. Focus amplifies growth. Discipline builds wealth. That's the key. You've now removed your drainers and doubled your builders. You're leaner, stronger, and sharper than ever. Now it's time to secure everything you've built. To protect your future with the mindset the wealthy live by. You mastered subtraction. Now let's master vision. You've reached the final chapter. And now we stop talking about quick wins, shortcuts, and hustle illusions. Now we talk about the only game that creates freedom. The only game that compounds. The only game that pays you long after the work is finished. Build once. Earn forever. That's the mantra. That's the standard. That's the discipline. Most people live on the opposite philosophy. Work once. Get paid once. It's the mindset that traps generations. It's the mindset that keeps people trading the same 12 hours of their day for money they lose the second they stop showing up. But not you. Not anymore. Not after this audiobook. You have a choice. That's the key. And you don't need their permission to choose differently. This chapter is about asset stacking. Digital assets, financial assets, physical assets, and intellectual assets. Different formats. Same rule. You do the work once. The asset earns forever. Most people don't even know this is an option. Their blueprint is outdated. Go to school. Get a job. Trade time. Retire tired. Hope the system doesn't collapse under their feet. That path doesn't lead to freedom today. It barely led to freedom 30 years ago. You're here because you're done with that model. You're here because you've tasted discipline. You've built your systems. You've cut your distractions. And now you're ready for the thing that ties everything together. Recurring value creation. Let's break it down. Digital assets don't sleep. Digital assets don't demand overtime pay. Digital assets don't ask for permission or wait for someone to grant them an opportunity. They scale. They multiply. They replicate without limit. A video. A course. A design. A book. A piece of code. A newsletter. A sound. A tool. A template. You build these once. You earn from them forever. One creator makes a single tutorial and earns for years. One writer publishes a book and it becomes a permanent income machine. One designer uploads a digital pack and wakes up to payments. One programmer releases an app and captures value while living life on their terms. You have a choice. Create or consume. Build or scroll. Multiply or stagnate. It's not about talent. It's about discipline. That's the key. Money has one superpower. It compounds. But it only compounds for people who give it permission to stay, grow, and multiply. Auto-investing. Index funds. Dividend stocks. Bonds. REITs. Automatic transfers. Long-term holding. These aren't boring. They're freedom. They are the quiet engines of generational power. Most people don't get rich from salaries. They get rich from ownership, from compounding, from letting time and discipline do what hype and shortcuts never can. You build the portfolio once. You contribute consistently. You let it grow silently while your life gets easier. Remember the mantra: build once, earn forever. A property that rents, a machine that produces, a space that earns, a product that replenishes revenue. This isn't about buying random things. This is about acquiring assets that generate cash even when you're asleep or sick or on vacation or in silence. One physical asset can change your entire income structure. One piece of real property can rewrite your monthly baseline. One small automated machine can create passive inflows without active labor. But it starts with discipline, not impulse, not ego, not trying to look rich, trying to be free. Again, you have a choice. Spend on liabilities or invest in assets. That's the key. You've underestimated the value of what you know. Your skills, your frameworks, your experience, your insights, your perspective, your problem-solving patterns. These are not random traits. They are intellectual assets. When you record them, package them, document them, systemize them, and share them, they work for you forever. One idea can pay you for a decade. One solution can change an entire market. One framework can build a coaching business. One insight can become a book, a course, a program, a community, or a lifetime brand. But nothing happens unless you capture it. Your mind is producing assets every day. Stop letting them evaporate. Build once. Earn forever. People fail for 3 reasons. 1. They want speed instead of longevity. They chase dopamine, not discipline. 2. They consume more than they create. They know everything about celebrities and nothing about opportunities. 3. They quit too early. They stop at chapter 1 of their life and complain they never reached chapter 10. It's not about intelligence. It's about endurance. It's about compounding. It's about consistency. You have a choice. Show up once, or show up until the work becomes an asset. Until the asset becomes income. Until the income becomes freedom. Imagine this. You write a short guide, it sells daily. You invest automatically, money compounds. You upload templates, they sell every month. You post videos, they earn ad revenue. You rent a room, it pays you while you sleep. You license your idea, companies pay you royalties. You build a system, the system runs the operation. Digital plus, financial plus, physical plus, intellectual. That's the stack. That's the structure. That's the freedom engine. 1 asset is good. 3 assets are strong. 5 assets are unbreakable. This isn't luck. This isn't magic. This is discipline. This is design. This is the blueprint you choose to follow from today forward. Here's what you do next. Step 1. Pick 1 asset type. Not 10. Not all at once. Just 1. Step 2. Build your first asset with ruthless focus. No distractions. No perfection delays. Just disciplined creation. Step 3. Automate every step that repeats. Systems multiply output. Systems protect consistency. Step 4. Reinforce the asset with upgrades, refinements, and distribution. 1 asset. Many outputs. Step 5. Move to the next asset once the first one runs without constant effort. You build an asset stack by stacking 1 brick at a time. You have a choice. Scroll endlessly. or create something that pays you endlessly. That's the key. This audiobook wasn't about motivation. It was about transformation. It was about choosing a life where your effort compounds instead of evaporates. Every chapter taught you one truth. Discipline outperforms desire. Systems outperform intensity. Ownership outperforms effort. And now you know the final principle. Build once. Earn forever. Start now. Not tomorrow. Not someday. Not when you feel ready. But you don't need permission. You don't need validation. You don't need someone to clap for you. You need action. You need discipline. You need to begin. Because the life you want is already waiting for you. But it requires this final transformation. Stop building for today. Start building for forever. Build once. Earn forever. Start now. You mastered the art of asset creation. Now, let's close this audiobook with the principle that ties every chapter together. You now understand the truth most people never learn. Wealth is not about effort. Wealth is about assets. The people who stay broke are the people who keep trading their life for money. The people who rise, the people who break free, the people who build real, unstoppable wealth. They build assets. They build systems. They build ownership. They build what pays them long after the work is done. You have the tools. You have the clarity. You have the roadmap. So from this moment forward, repeat this. Build once. Earn forever. Stop chasing income. Start creating engines. Stop consuming. Start constructing. Stop surviving. Start owning. The world doesn't reward the hardest worker. The world rewards the smartest builder. This is your challenge. This is your turning point. Starting today, choose one asset. Just one. Build it. Grow it. Multiply it. This is how freedom begins. And this is how freedom stays. Build the asset. Let the asset build you.